You're going to think I'm completely crazy, but I'm going to give you something that will permanently change your life for the better. Hi, my name is Chrissy, and I'm about to show you how you can make income up to $1 million in the next 90 days. In fact, I'm going to be helping you one-on-one, guiding you towards your income goals. And this isn't some blank promises that I'm just saying to convince you to buy some scam one-click software or get into some MLM programs that you and I both know are just a bunch of hypes. In this video, we will not be talking about promises. I'll simply deliver you the results. After all, in the real world, only the results matter. Whatever results you desire, whether if it's the $1 million in cash sitting in your bank account, or the fancy car you wanted, or even that special house you always wanted to live in. Whatever it is, I can help you reach your income goals within the next 90 days or less. All you need to do now is simply keep watching this video and you will be rewarded with the results that I'm going to help you to get. Or, if you leave now, you might regret not having the same opportunity, and you might just miss out on the only chance you have now to get to your income goals. Whatever your income goals are, $100,000, $300,000, $600,000, or heck, even $1 million freaking dollars, I am confident I can help you reach your goal quickly, easily, and best of all, without you having to go through any learning curves. And I'm talking about getting you there in the next 90 days or less. Now, I'm sure you've probably seen videos like this before. Usually, you've got someone, usually an older, mature man, trying to pitch you his software that will make you millions of dollars if you just pay him just $50. Sounds familiar? Well, let me just clarify this. My name is Chrissy Jane Thomas, and I am not going to charge you a single cent on this website. Never, not 1 cent. And if I do, I will personally send you a PayPal payment of $2,000 in cash. And about those free one-click softwares, well, have any of those made you any money yet? Or how about those programs that ask you to buy so you can sell their programs, like an MLM? Made you any money yet? Probably not. And that's why you're still here watching this video right now. But don't worry, because I'm not one of them. In fact, just 3 years ago, I was just like you, buying up all these lies and scams, hoping to make some short change so I could actually buy some new clothes for my 6-year-old son so he wouldn't get laughed at school. At the end of this, I'll be handing you something for free that you can use to reach your income goals within the next 90 days. And here's a guarantee for you. If you don't reach your income goals within the next 90 days from what I'll be telling you, I'll personally be sending you a PayPal payment of $2,000 in cold hard cash. Sounds good? Perfect. I'm gonna have a seat and I'll show you. In just a few minutes, I'll be letting you get instant access to my systems. But one thing you need to know about this is I'm not getting paid a single cent to do this. And here's the best part about this. You can be using this same system to make anywhere from $5,000 per day minimum all the way to $12 million in a year. It is all possible, and it has all been done multiple times by many people from different parts of the world using this same exact system. Do you remember the 2008 economic collapse? Millions of people were unemployed. The stock markets all crashed, and the middle class was almost wiped out. Perhaps you're a victim of the crash. But did you know that the crash created not only more millionaires than ever, it has also created $56 billion in money traded into what some insider traders are calling safe boxes. You see, money never disappears. It doesn't just magically dissolve itself. So where did the money go during the financial crisis? Yes, you guessed it right. It's in the safe boxes, governed by a secret group of financial firms and investment firms, the Wall Street 1%. In short, these safe boxes still exist today, but they've been hidden from plain sight. Yes, 56 billion or more in safe boxes that's stuck in the virtual banking world. and there's only one way out. Us. Yes, us, you and I. You see, my ex-husband Jason is a veteran analyst programmer with an honors degree in economics from the London School of Economics. And he has revealed something to me that would forever change our fortunes. 2 years after the economic crisis in 2008, the $56 billion in safe boxes are being traded out silently, little by little, little as in millions by millions, out of the safe boxes legally by the Wall Street cronies and government insiders using a trading system called binary options. Why binary options? Well, because these people know that this is the fastest, most profitable way to suck out money from those safe boxes, legally, ethically, and most importantly, with a guaranteed way of making money. Big money we're talking about here. Let me illustrate an example for you to understand. Imagine betting on a coin. Your chance is really 50-50 on heads or tails. But what if both sides of the coin are heads? Would you bet on heads all the time? Of course you would, right? That's what I'm trying to point out to you about these safe boxes and how the elite group of rich people in the country are using binary options to trade money into their own pockets. Because they know they can't lose. They already have a coin designed for them to win. Win, win, and only win. They simply can't lose. Now, here's the big question. What if you have that coin too? And what if you're given a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to use that coin today, right now? Would you invest in it knowing that every single time you flip it, you'll get heads? When my ex-husband told me about this concept, I was very skeptical and curious about this, but he got me to try it out. He had me start trading very little money, $10 in fact, so he could prove to me that he was right about the safe boxes. A minute passed by, and I remember seeing $18 in my account. I made $8 in 1 minute. I told Jason, my ex-husband, it must have been luck. So I tried again. This time, a bit more on the line, $50. A minute passed by, and my account balance turned to $76. $26 in another minute, and the number just kept jumping higher and higher. $95, $115, $182, $238, $380, $955, $1,020. Trade complete. I simply couldn't believe my eyes. And that's what I realized. We've got it. We've got a system that can make money by trading without risk. I didn't know this at the time, but I was actually withdrawing money from the safe boxes that survived the 2008 economic crisis. Little did I know that even the richest of the nations are doing the same thing every single day. This is why they're always making the right decisions to buy and sell the right stocks at the right time. This is why they're killing it in commodities. This is why they're always trading 20 to 50 million overhands. This is why they cannot lose. Now it's your turn. With this access to the safe boxes, you too cannot lose. I remembered the first full day of me using the system. At the end of it, I pocketed $5,870 in profits. It took me 20 minutes of work, and all I did was just keep flipping, knowing that I'll always get heads in binary options. $5,870 on my first day. Can you believe that? Within 2 months of me starting this, my life has transformed dramatically. My car went from a cramped, beat-up Honda Civic to a Ferrari 458 Italia. My house went from a tiny apartment in Columbus, Ohio, to an oceanfront beach house in sunny San Diego, California. Oh, the weather is just beautiful. And my bank account has also changed. I went from having less than $50 in savings to having over $500,000 in savings. At the end of the 90th day, I hit my income goal. I made $1.6 million in earnings in a full 90 days. At that time, I knew I had more money than I knew what to do with. But I know one thing for sure. With this kind of cash in my life and my kids' life, we're well taken care of. Before my ex-husband passed away from a heart attack, he told me one thing. I remembered exactly what he said to me. He said, "Chrissy, we've made enough from this. I think it's time to share this to people who really need this. And those were his last words to me. He left me with 2 things. 1, a money-making system that can never lose. And 2, a duty to share this money-making system with people who need it. Now, my question to you is, do you need it? Do you want to make more money in your life? Do you want to buy that special house, that special car, that special vacation, that special lifestyle that you could only imagine? Or perhaps you want to use that money to clear all your debts or help fund someone else's dreams. Have you ever thought about this? And if you answer yes to any of the questions I've just asked, then congrats. You're qualified for a free account access to make money with me. I want to share with you a case study that's very close to my heart. This is a video that was recorded by Jimmy Hutchinson from Portland, Oregon.
Is this thing on? All right. Hey guys, my name is Jimmy Hutchinson, and I'm from Portland, Oregon. I've been asked to share my story with you guys who are watching Chrissy's video because she believes that it might inspire some of you. Before I met Chrissy, I was in rehab for drug abuse, and when I got out, I lost my dishwasher job at a diner. I almost went back to doing drugs until I met Chrissy. Chrissy was willing to help me one-on-one, and she gave me free access to the system. I remember being on a Skype call with her, and she was telling me how she was making millions with this system. She urged me to try it out. I thought I had nothing to lose since it's free, and when I clicked the Activate Trade button, the numbers started rolling in. First $18, then $30, then $50, and when the trade was complete, I made my first $2,180. I've never seen that much money in my life, and the best part was that it was directly deposited into my bank account. Chrissy has changed 2 things in my life. She's taken me away from drug abuse, and she's changed my financial future. Now, instead of shopping for illegal drugs, I'm deciding what type of Mercedes I should buy.
Jimmy is definitely one of the best success stories that we've had inside our group of members. In fact, there are many success stories just like this. Students, people who were in massive debts, a homeless man, a boy who grew up in a war-torn nation in Myanmar, single moms, and many more. Here's another one from Fiona, who was nice enough to give me a Skype call yesterday.
Oh my gosh, hey Chrissy. Wow, we haven't talked in a while.
Yeah, how's things for you, Fiona?
Things have been great. I cannot believe how you've changed my life. I've just bought another condominium in Miami to add to my investment portfolio.
That's great to hear. Listen, I'm recording this Skype call now. Do you mind sharing your experience using my system?
Oh, sure. Well, I do remember my first time using this. I was a single mum, 2 kids. I was neck deep in credit card debt and they were going to foreclose on my home. But I saw your video and you said you can help me reach my financial goals. So I tried your system out since it's free. And on my first day, I made a little over $4,600 in net profits.
Wow, that is great. Fiona is just one of my members who have become a really good friend of mine. She often flew down from Chicago to San Diego to visit me, and sometimes we spend a little bit too much on shopping when she's around. Another member of the system, Ron from Michigan, has just sent me a video that shares how he was able to save a life using the system.
Hey Chrissy, last month I made $88,458 in earnings with your system, and you probably don't know how much it meant to me. You see, my dad had stopped paying his premiums because the insurance companies had to raise his premiums due to his whole health insurance mess. And unluckily for him, that's when he had his heart attack. The health insurance didn't want to pay his bills of $62,000 and the hospitals wanted the money immediately. My dad didn't have that kind of money and he didn't know what to do. Well, thankfully, I have been making money with your system for a few weeks now, and I was able to pay off the bills, the entire bills. $62,000 in just one payment. Chrissy, you might not know this. You might not be watching this video, but if you are, let me tell you this. You've indirectly helped save my father's life.
And now I think you know why I'm here today. This simple act of me sharing my exact money-making system has created a butterfly effect where more and more people are happier about their own lives. I've got stories of members paying off their children's student loans. I've got stories of how members from Australia went to Borneo and built 50 houses for Habitat for Humanity. I've even got a story from a member who told me about how he is sponsoring over 80 kids and has built them 5 water wells for clean water in Africa. Money is beautiful when used right. And I believe if you're still watching this video right now, I know you're in need of this as much as those members of mine were before. That's why I'm handing this system to you right now. This free system could well be making you millions of dollars in the next 90 days. Like I've said earlier, I'm not gonna just give you this system and hope that you'll do well with it. I'm gonna personally be helping you, updating you, and supporting you from the back to make sure you succeed with this. My first goal for you for the first day is to replace your job's income. And then within the next 90 days, my goal is to help you reach your $1 million goals. But I have to limit the membership to this system to only 30 new members. Here's basically why. The system can only sustain 30 new members. If we go over, our system could crash and affect our other current members. Secondly, we have to try not to draw too much attention to this system. While there are a lot of money in the safe boxes, it isn't infinite. In order to create a family of members who will be consistently wealthy, we need to protect our group. And to do that, we need to limit the number of people who have access to this. While the government cannot legally stop us, they can make life harder for us. So with just 30 new people every few months, we stay below the radar and they won't bother us. If you're ready, simply sign up on this page now to get started. If you do it now, I'm even going to deposit free thousands of dollars into your account to kick things off once you're activated. And once you've done it, you'll also receive a congratulatory email from me with a ticket to come visit me in my home in San Diego for a party that I'm throwing for all the members of my system. So go ahead and get yourself signed up now before you lose your spot. Remember, as I've said earlier, we can only fit in 30 new members for this round. No more, no less. So get signed up and then you'll be redirected into that members page. On that page, your seat will only be locked in for 10 minutes. So make sure to go through everything quick and then sign up for your account. If you delay for more than 10 minutes, your seat will be released and you will lose your spot. So get started now. Take action and let's start turning you into a millionaire in 90 days or less. I'll see you inside the members page.